Okay, good evening. This is Mr. Worley in a little place called Marston Marsh on the Norfolk coast. Just picked some wild samphire on the marshes. It's delicious. Going to cook some down in a minute. Just some water and some bit of salt and a bit of butter. Delicious. Pork chop. A few strawberries later that I picked as well. Okay, I want to introduce you, sorry, noisy aeroplane, very quickly. We're going to do a very quick tasting here. New wines from Italy. Today is Monday, July the 11th. These wines have sold out on my first shipment very well. So this is my second shipment. So from Marche, which is on the east coast, in between basically Florence and Rome, but on the east side. So the kind of unfashionable, kind of rustic, but the nice part of Italy in some ways, well, in many ways. And so let's get on with it. Family-owned vineyard, Angela Vellanosti, and a lovely little town called Ascoli Piceno. Okay, passerina grape. Passerina. You only find this grape in Marche. Got a lemony yellow colour. Great glasses, by the way. This is a Riedel. This is a Riedel. What is it? Riedel Sommelier Bordeaux Grand Cru. Very special glass. Thank you. Very sort of honeysuckly and jasmine-y on the nose. I mean, very nice and light and fresh. It is 2010 vintage. 2010, all these wines are 2010, sorry, that's 2008, but literally just bottled in the last few months. On the palate, I mean, there's quite strong flavours of sort of beeswax and jasmine and honeysuckle. Really nice, fresh summer wine. These are all summer wines. Okay, next one. La crima means the tear of the grape, the Morro d'Alba. Morro d'Alba is a town about 8 miles due west of Ancona. I went there in March on my infamous trip and managed to actually see the town. It's a very tiny little wine region. I mean, literally 2 or 3 square miles around the town, and La crima means the tear of the grape, the Morro d'Alba. So a very typical romantic Italian story is that they wait until the tear appears on the grape, where the stem comes in, and then the very hot summer, and then the grape is ready to pick. Okay, this is an extraordinary wine. Oops. It just exudes intensities of sort of Turkish light and rose petals. That's how I describe it. It's just the most extraordinary wine. Look at the colour of it. It's very sort of like Gamay, kind of like Beaujolais. This wine's so slightly chilled. Perfect for summer. 12% alcohol. Wonderful with kind of like spicy kind of imambayeldi, which is a kind of a spicy aubergine dish, tomato. Wonderful with kind of, you know, curries, or with anything that's kind of fragrant. I mean, it really is a fragrant. It is one of the most extraordinary wines you will ever taste, I think. $9.95, $10.95, bargains. Let me finish this off before we try the last one. Last one is a bit of a gem again, of course. We're into gems. This is a blend of red grapes with some unripened cherries, which is called Vizio. Very sexy little bottle. 500 milliliters. 2008. So ripened black cherries with some red wine. It's a very subtle, sticky wine, pudding wine, great with chocolate. On the nose you can get a hint of those kind of sort of black and ripened cherries. And it's quite extraordinary. Not too sweet, very, very sort of velvety, you know, flavours coming through, and sort of, you know, plums, but with those sort of black cherries. And what I like about it is it's not too sweet, so I think it'd be fantastic with sort of black forest gateaux and those kind of chocolate puddings. Just had a great tasting today at Wilverston Hall Cafe. If you ever get up to the North Norfolk coast, go there. Just got these 3 wines, actually not that one, these 2, and my 2 wines from Vina Verde Inn. It's a fantastic place, very close to Marston. Check it out. It's actually just the other side there, close to Blakeney. Okay, this is on the 11th of July. I need to cook some samphire in my pot, and this is Mr. Worley saying good evening.